She has no clue who she is because she's defined her whole identity by the boy she's been clinging to for emotional security. Maybe she confuses their physical affection with love. Maybe she's looking for love her dad never gave her. But either way, a girl needs to find her independence as a woman. Then she can receive and give the kind of love that she's been longing for. But the number one way, from a guy's perspective, that girls ruin their chances of getting real intimacy is if a girl thinks that dressing modestly is a joke. I'll admit, I'm a guy. I don't know the pressure you girls are under to look and eat and dress a certain way. I mean, we were watching TV a while back, and a Barbie doll commercial came on. So I was like, dude, I have to get that Barbie. So I went to the store and got the Barbie. Shut up. Yeah, I've got issues. No, this is, I don't remember her name. It was like Botox, collagen, silicone Barbie or something. But, you know, girls are told from the ages of like 3 and up, you know, behold womanhood. You know, you too can be a woman, okay? Just eat 3 croutons a day, all right? You dress like a collection of body parts, and girl, you're gonna find love. And so what does every beer commercial, every billboard basically tell women about their bodies? It basically tells girls like, you know, you know, you're too fat. You know, you're too skinny. You know, you're too fat and too skinny. You're a real piece of work. Just constantly, girls are told your body is trash. Hate your body. 5 minutes later, they tell you worship your body. And during that confusion and a girl's sincere desire to find love and be found beautiful, she may look at Cosmo and 17 magazine and thinks, well, that's a cute outfit. Maybe if I dress like that, I'll meet a nice guy and maybe we'll find love. Well, it sounds like it makes sense, but what happens is this. If we guys are very visual when it comes to sexuality. And if we see a girl walking down the street dressed like this, you know, let's say she's got one of those new short skirts they have that you can mistake for a wide belt, you know what I'm talking about? You know, they're like belly buttons sticking out and her top's made of like saran wrap or whatever this is, and spaghetti straps. And we see her walking down the street. We think that she's trying to tell us, like, hey boys, the greatest thing about me is my body. And we'll look at her and we'll be like, I agree, you know, that's a nice body. But if her sexual value is the first thing that draws me to a woman, I might think that that's the best thing she has to offer. Forget her friends and her dreams and her family. I want to get to know the body. And a guy might say or do whatever necessary to get access to her body, and if she gives him access thinking, oh, maybe he'll like me more, usually what happens is the guy loses respect because he gets bored. He moves on, and she's left there thinking, well, maybe if I'd been skinnier, he would have liked me more. Maybe if I'd done more with him sexually, he would have stayed longer. He might not have stayed longer, but he would have used her longer, but her heart's made for better kind of love than that. And guys get used too. We all know the pressures go both ways. But with modesty, I'm not saying like girls, you know, I want you to look as ugly as physically possible. You know, I don't want you girls like show up at your prom, like with this, you know, this huge dress on, and your boyfriend sees you, he's like, modesty, you know, wow, you know, girl, you're looking good there in your shapeless plaid ankle-length jumper, you know, hey, you know, that's a nice potato sack, you know, stay home. I mean, modesty does not mean a girl tries to look ugly. It doesn't dampen down your allure. Modesty means a girl takes the beauty of womanhood and uses it to teach men about her dignity. Because I tell you, I never knew how to treat a girl till I dated one in college who dressed modestly, and it was captivating. Because you could take her seriously as a woman because she wasn't trying to constantly make boys gawk at her body so she'd feel secure. And she had a good figure. She could have dressed like, hey boys, check it out. But the way she dressed said like, hey boys, frankly, I'm worth waiting to see. And under that humility was something radiant you could not get bored with because that girl had that deeper reverence for herself. By the way a girl dresses, by the way a girl dances, you can tell if she wants you to treat her like a gentleman or not. And as Crystalina said, a guy will be as much of a gentleman as a woman requires. And I'll grant you girls, you have the power to turn a guy's head, but you also have the power to turn a guy's heart. All the belly button shirts that are out there, I beg you as a guy not to wear the belly button shirts because a guy's belly button is very different than a girl's belly button, okay? Like a guy's belly button, for one, it's not that exciting. I mean, there's probably lint coming out, you know? Just being honest, you know, we're in Oakland, and I said that at a high school. I'm like, there's probably lint coming out. I look over, there's a freshman girl over here, and she's like, I'm like, you're checking for lint, aren't you? And she's like, ah! You know, she was mortified. It was pretty funny. But the girl's belly is different because that area is the womb, and it is priceless. It's a treasure. It's a mystery. So you veil what demands the reverence. On our wedding day, she's going to have a veil because she's dirty. No, but I'm not going to lift the veil and be like, I promise to, you know, you're dirty. you veil the bride because she's priceless. And all the belly button shirts, if you want a guy to think you're special, that you're intelligent, that you're worth respecting, showing us your belly button won't help, because we guys are so visual. And I'll grant you girls, it's so hard as a guy to be pure nowadays with our thoughts. We need your help. Guys don't like to ask for help. You ever drive with a guy who's like lost? I mean, he'll drive to South America before he finds the convenience store because it's a pride thing. Likewise with purity, but we have to back down. We just say, girls, we need your help on this. It is so hard for us to stay pure. And girls, I know when you go to the stores, it's probably hard to find pure outfits. I know 2 girls in Arizona, I just read this in the newspaper. They show up at the department store to get their prom dress this spring. They show up, and they were just couldn't find anything. So they went home all frustrated, and they wrote a letter to the department store. And they had 1,400 of their friends sign it. All teenage girls signed this petition. And the letter said this, 1,400 girls. It said, look, we are sick of you carrying these dresses that have slits up to our armpits. They said, we are sick of just the low cut, the belly button, the back, everything. They go, why don't you start carrying some dresses that treat us girls with class instead of all this trash? How about leaving something for the imagination, a little mystery, a little modesty? 1,400 girls signed it. They submitted it to the department store, and the manager called back the girls and said, hi, this is Mr. So-and-so from the department store. He said, if you girls are interested, we'd like to hire you as the fashion consultants for teenage design for our department store, so you're in charge of all the fashions that come in. The girls have power in this to shape the way that the whole world looks at women, so tap into that. Now, I mean, I'll put Barbie away for now. Whoa, sorry, she's okay, she's still smiling. Girls, it's funny lately is we have to do all this traveling, and they've got all this increased airport security, so we have to go through the x-ray machines, right? And in my little laptop case, I have to carry like a Barbie doll. I've got like a blonde wig back here, and you got to go through the x-ray machines, which is really pleasant. And we were going through Chicago. There's this guy sitting there, and we go through the x-ray. I put the bag on it, starts to get sucked through. Here's the guy behind the x-ray. He's like, and he's like, huh? And then he pauses it. And his friend's over here doing a little wand x-ray. And he's like, hey, come here. And his friend's like, wait. Comes over. He's like, check it out. He's like, tink, tink, tink. His friend's like, I'm like, okay, back to security. And they press play. Comes out. And I'm like, just give me my bag. And I give my Barbie. And I go to grab it. And they're both staring at me. What do you say to them? Do you say, oh, the Barbie, the wig? Yeah, I need that for work. What kind of work do you do, you freak? But they let me on the plane, so that was cool. But girls say, well, Jason, if I can't dress sexy, how am I gonna make a guy like me? I mean, can I flirt with boys? And I think it depends what you mean by flirt, because it means different stuff. Like for me, when I was in 2nd grade, if I liked a girl, I'd throw a rock at her. It's just, she's hot, poof, I'm making progress, her welts are going down, but then girls do it different. Like all y'all girls in here flirted like this in the 4th grade. Don't even tell me you didn't. You'd see a cute guy, and you'd be like, oh, he's so cute. And you get with your friends, like, oh, he's so cute, what should we do? And your friend's like, oh, I know. Let's give him a note. Oh, that's good, a note, yes. You rip out a sheet of loose leaf paper, get your crayons, your sparkly markers you girls have. And you're like, oh, do you like my friend Shanae? Yes, no, or maybe. It's like a survey. You give him a crayon. He's got to fill it out. Yeah. Then what happens is you girls got to 7th grade. Got a little more sophisticated with it. You'd see a cute guy in 7th grade, and all you girls would be like, oh, he's so cute. And you get to go, oh, he's so cute. What should we do? And your friend's like, oh, I know. Let's give him a note. And your friend's like, it's so immature. You're not slow. You're special. And they'd be like, and the other girl would be like, oh, I know. How about when you're leaving class, I'll shove you into him. Oh, that's good. Shove me in him. Yes. Some of you still doing this? That's okay. That's all right. Just one day at a time. That's fine. You're not slow. You're special. But you guys see the girls hitting each other and laughing? The reason why women think this is so funny is because this is what girls talk about when they go to public bathrooms with 30 of them at a time into the bathroom. They have couches in there. They've got like drawing boards. You shove them into this locker, I'll come around the back. Then what happens is a girl gets to high school. Culture basically tells girls, first day of high school, girls, look, you've got something the guys like, better than notes, better than getting shoved into. You've got your body. You can give it to a guy. Guys will like you more. So the girl begins with this mentality.